My brand name is Koketit. The name comes from the French word coquette, which means flirty. I originated from fashion. I studied fashion design, and I was a fashion illustrator and graphic artist for quite some time. And over the years, I gradually turned towards a more artistic expression. It was a very interesting and long journey to get me to where I am today. I was a fashion illustrator for many years, and I was working in fashion. And then I think I just really wanted to explore more outside of fashion. So I started to draw more raw lines and kind of like figuratively and metaphorically take the clothes off the women, because I draw naked women now. But I started to examine my signature language to the world, and I did it via Instagram. So I started to kind of post more and more posts on Instagram, and it started to grow because I was very methodic about it. I was very intentional. I really wanted to grow my audience. I knew that it would be the best way to get me to work and to get my name out there. So for the years to come, I just really focused on Instagram, and just built an audience, and the audience brought with it collab offers from different brands. And I kind of invented this sentence called "The world is my canvas," which just says that I'm practicing limitless, practicing not being stopped by anything, just being completely free. And when you have the mentality that the world is my canvas or anything can be my canvas, then literally you can do anything. So I started to work with a lot of collaborations to use their products as my canvas. Yeah, that's sort of how it just started to, but it's like a wheel, once it starts turning, then you find yourself in places. I mean, I did things I never thought I'd do, but I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to be an artist. I knew I wanted to be independent. I don't want to have a boss. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. And I want to have freedom to do whatever I want. So those are the three things that were my goals. And those are the three things I knew that if I had them, I would be happy. I would have happiness. And happiness and freedom, creativity, they're all the same thing at the end of the day. They're very connected. So I feel very lucky. And if there are any people out there who are interested in pursuing art, I say go for it. Well, I find people to be the most inspiring for me. People that are doing inspirational things, people that are talented and beautiful, that inspire me to be better. I think my biggest inspiration of all is Pablo Picasso. Anything he does, every time I see something of his, I automatically need to create. So I think the inspiration is it's hard to explain. It's like an urge. It's like someone turning on the light from inside you. You feel it. It's like an instinct almost. You turn a wish into doing, and you want to be productive. You want to get it out of you as fast as possible. It's an amazing feeling. It's not there all the time. So I think that the artist's job is to create a life that is inspiring, to be surrounded by inspiring things, by positive things that nurture the soul to just want to be inventive and to keep pushing forward. I think it's very important to have the good surrounding for that. Well, I think my work is very autobiographical. I'm very much looking inside myself, and I bring out what I feel, my emotions. There is a certain sensibility that I try to tap into when I'm creating, and I'm a woman, so by natural, the work is very feminine. I also feel like I really want to be authentic in what I make, and I believe that if I make something that I feel is true, maybe other women will find it true too. So it's about making something that people can empathize with, and more often than not, it's women. I find that nature is the ultimate canvas for my creation. It's very objective, so it's not bad or good. It's not political. It doesn't belong to anyone. It's free, you know, and it's there in all of its splendor and glory for us to enjoy. And I also find somehow like mirror the people that nature is a mirror for human beings, for the human experience. So I think it may have something to do with the senses, and I think there is a little bit of earth, wind, fire, and water in all of us. So everything to me is connected in that way. It might sound like really out there, but to me, you know, it's a lifeline. Line represents who you are in the world because it's so raw, it's so simple. And I'm fascinated by line work because you express yourself in a way on paper that the same way that you do in life. So if some people are very timid and shy, their line will be the same. And you can, again, this is why I love Picasso so much, because he was crazy with his lines. It was his personality, and I feel very similar to that expressive kind of way. But I feel the line is very indicative of our true beings, and that's why I'm really drawn to that, because it's almost like an experiment to see in myself how free I can be. And freedom is something you have to practice. It sounds kind of ironic, but when we were children, we were free. We didn't care. We had no judgment. We weren't self-conscious, and we had no fear. And when we grow up, we put masks on ourselves and we become timid. So if you practice letting go, then you can really connect to your inner child. I think it depends on the creation. I think it can be. I think it should be. It's not always. It depends on the truthfulness that comes, and it depends on whether or not it captures a moment in its entirety, in its authenticity. For instance, you know, Picasso's Guernica, okay? He made it like 60, 70, I don't know how long ago, but it's so relevant today, more than ever. And so when you capture something, even if it's made in that specific time, it's timeless. It will never be out of relevance. And timelessness is the relevance of all the time. So you see it in fashion, you see it in a Coco Chanel's black dress, you see it in art, you see it in any music, you see it when a creation is good and real and true, it's timeless. I think the line is a tool to express raw feeling, raw emotion. So the line is also a metaphor. We choose how we draw the line, literally and figuratively. Where is the line? For each and every one of us, it's different. But that's what makes it interesting, I think. I studied fashion design and I was going to be a fashion designer, and I found that I was more drawn towards illustration, so I went to that direction. But fashion has always been a huge part of me since I was a child. So fashion is the ultimate canvas for me. I love using fashion as a canvas, drawing on it. So honestly, to see my drawings on the tattoo garments is so fulfilling and so joyous for me. And the fact that the collection is blue, which is, I think, maybe my favorite color, is just really personal to me. I love that there is the collection is so cohesive. It speaks in one language, and it makes me emotional that the pieces are very much the signature of my original raw drawing line. So I think in that sense that is very timeless, that I will always go back and see this collection and be reminded of how I felt when I felt it. I really, really hope that other women will feel this connection as well. I think tattoo made an incredible job translating my drawings, my artistry into a collection that every woman would love to wear. And so I'm very proud of that and grateful to be a part of it. It's amazing.
I feel special about this collection.
So the collection is mainly linen, which is just the best fabric. So natural, and I think it's perfect for like summer, spring, summer. It's just really comfortable, and I think it's very flattering for women. I'm wearing my entire suit right now from linen. I love it. I think for sure women will be able to find themselves. There's something for everybody. There's tight dresses, there's more lenient, baggy, different shapes. And the patterns are fun, you know, they're fun, they're meant to be light, they're meant to be creative, and yeah, so I hope that women will connect to them, to the collection, la coleccja. Well, I love the suit, so there's that. I also really love this kimono set, which is just such a beautiful shape, and the pattern is really out there. So the women of Poland, I hope you have courage, and if you're ready to go out and get noticed, this suit is for you. Well, I think that they're interconnected. My sensibility has grown a lot by examining more closely the things that make me inspired to create, and noticing what is going on around me. And I think that it's vice versa. My sensitivity and my sensibility helps me to achieve my art in a more real and refined way. So those two are connected very heavily to me. Lucky, free, privileged, and unbelievably happy. I feel like a bird. Enjoy yourself, celebrate yourself, be brave, and be free.